Hi everyone! So if you remember, we have already finished our the ugly duckling part. Now we are going to move to another little story, which is going to be about the golden mask of Chappy Chappy. So who is that man? You see, like these people. So you see again Alfie, Miss Carey, and Lulu and Moldy. So all of them, they went to museum and they saw a very strange man who is wearing the mask of Chappy Chappy. So very interesting score. So this is going to a very mysterious but interesting story. Let's read. Come along, children. We are going to have a wonderful afternoon. There are so many things to see. I want to see the Incas. They made a lot of things from gold and jewel. I want to see the Chinese room. The Chinese invented lots of things. Yes, they were very clever. I want to go into space. You can't do that. Silly. Silly, it means stupid. Come on. Well, I think we can. Really? Wow! Are you ready? Yes, Miss Carey. Then let's go. Look at the man over there. So Alfie is pointing to that man. You shouldn't point, Alfie. This is rude. So rude is opposite of polite. It means juda ham qo'pol. We cannot do like this. Look at him or at her. This is a very rude, and this is against some ethics. So he looks strange. Yes, he looks a little bit suspicious. So the word suspicious sounds very much beautifully, and the meaning of the word suspicious is when you are not certain in this thing or in this person, you don't really believe in this person and you have some doubts. So you don't really know whether you want to believe, so you don't really know whether this person is telling the truth. For example, I'm very much suspicious about my student. He says that he didn't do his homework because he helped his grandmother to cook. But usually boys do not help their grandmas to cook, and he's not the type of person who cooks. So I'm very much doubtful or suspicious. So in Uzbek this word will be shpali. So Alfie is a little bit suspicious about this person because he's wearing very strange clothes and he looks weird, so he's suspicious, doubtful. Come along, children, we haven't got much time. So this story is going to be based on this person, and we will go through all units, and we will go deeper and deeper and deeper into this story. So now please try to retell what you have right now read. Good job. So now we are moving to the grammar part. In grammar part, we are going to learn today much, many, a little, a few. So I hope most probably you know much we use with uncountable nouns and many we use with countable nouns. Both of them mean a lot of. O'ylaymanki siz bilasiz, much bu sanoqsiz va many sanalgan otlar bilan ishlatiladi. So the difference between them is very easy. Whenever we have uncountable nouns, a lot of uncountable nouns, then we use much. When we have a lot of but countable nouns, we use many. For example, the word information is uncountable, and we will say, I have learned much information from this teacher. Bu ustozdan men juda ham ko'p ma'lumot oldim. But many, it means, for example, I have learned many things from this teacher. Bu ustozdan men juda ham ko'p narsalar o'rgandim. So you see, many things, much information. Why? Or let's say there isn't much sugar in our home, so I will go to the market and buy some. There are not many cakes in our home, so I will go to Safia and buy some cakes. Or I don't really listen to much music. With many it will be, I don't really listen to many songs nowadays. So you see, if the word has got at the end s or es, this is mostly will be many. But if it doesn't have s at the end, this will be usually much. Why usually? Because the word news, it has got s at the end, but news is uncountable. We will say there is much news about Ukraine and Russian war. Much news, not many, okay? News, xabar, bu har doim sanoqsiz, and we will always use much. So opposite of much and many, so the antonyms is a little and a few. They mean juda ham kam. So a little, the same as much, we use with uncountable nouns and it means not much. A few, it means not many, and we will use it for countable nouns. So a little bu sanoqsiz otlar bilan ishlatiladi, a few sanalgan. The same rules, the same word. So this is the list of uncountable nouns, mostly used uncountable nouns. However, the list is very, very long, but most common ones are these ones. Yesterday I had little money, so I asked my friend to lend me some. Kecha menda kam pul bor edi va do'stimdan menga pul berib turishini so'radim. So you see, money is uncountable, that's why we'll use a little. For example, I have a few friends, but they are very close to me and I really appreciate them. I don't need many friends. Menda kam do'stlarim bor, lekin ular juda ham yaqin men uchun va men ularni juda ham qadrlayman. Menga ko'p do'stlar kerak emas. So you see, a few countable, a little uncountable. I hope it's very much understandable to you. Well done. Please now make 3 sentences with every word. With much 3, with many 3, with a little, and with a few 3 sentences each. Well done. Perfect. Brilliant. So now we move to the exercises. Well done. Brilliant. We also have another word which is a lot of or lots of. And these words are very much similar to each other. We can say they are equal. So if you say I have a lot of friends, or if you say I have lots of friends, they are equal, same sentences. Just the words are a little bit different, but still the meaning is totally same. So you can use a lot of and lots of with countable and uncountable nouns as well. You can say I have a lot of money. You can also say I have a lot of phones or cars. So you see, you can use with both. Ko'rib turganingizda a lot of lotsni biz sanalgan va sanoqsiz otlar bilan ham ishlasak bo'ladi. So ses bilan tugagan otlar bilan va sanoqsiz music, for example, I listen to a lot of music, or I have a lot of or there is a lot of salt in this food, so I didn't like it. You see, you can use with both of them. Alright, clear everything, I hope. So now let's move on to the exercises. In this exercise, we are going to use much or many plus there is, there are. I hope you know what is there is, there are. There is, there are. This is the structure which we use when something is inside of something, or someone is inside of something. For example, you don't usually say in English, in my family I have 5 people. This is still correct sentence, but it's not very much used. We would rather say, there are 5 people in my family. Toshkentda teleminora bor. So we don't say in Tashkent is TV tower. This is wrong, okay? We never say like this. We will say there is TV tower in Tashkent. If it is plural, then you will use there are. For example, bu xonada ko'p studentlar bor. There are a lot of students in this room. So you say there is there are plus what or who, then you will use where. Well done. Now let's do this exercise. We will have to ask, is there or are there plus something plus where. For example, is there much snow on the mountains? Yes, there is. Are there many yaks on the mountains? No, there aren't. Let's do this exercise. First I will start, then you will do by yourself, and then we will check. First I will do the first sentence. Other sentences, please do them by yourself after pausing the video. And then we will together tell all the sentences. The first, is there much or many? What do you think? Much, because water is uncountable. Is there much water in the river? No, there isn't. You see, there is a very little water. Second sentence, and as all sentences, do them by yourself. Pause the video, then you can listen to my answers. But before this, you have to do by yourself. Okay, I hope you have finished. So, sentence number 2. Are there many trees in the forest? Yes, there are. Third, are there many camels in the desert? Yes, there are. Next, 4. Is there fruit? Please remember, fruit. So, is there much fruit in the basket? Yes, there is. Please pay attention to this word. Fruit is uncountable. We will not say many fruits, but we will say much fruit. However, vegetables are countable. Sabzavotlar bu sanalgan, lekin mevalar bu sanoqsiz so'z. So we will say much fruit or a little fruit, not many. Okay? Next, is there much sand at the beach? Yes, there is. And the last one, are there many jewels on the crown? No, there aren't. I hope your sentences are the same. Now let's move to the next exercise. So in the next exercise, what we have to use, so in the next exercise, we have to use there is or there are plus negative, alright? So we plus not. So in the next exercise, we have to use there is or there are in the negative forms. There aren't many, for example, there aren't many chairs at my home, or there isn't much furniture in my home. So alright, so now let's do this exercise. Also, don't forget, you have to use, if there are many or much, you have to use instead of them the word a lot of or lots of. And please remember, lots of and a lot of are equal, they are same. Okay, so the first one, there isn't much water in the bottle, or we also can say there is a little water in the bottle. Sentence number 2, there are a lot of butterflies, or there are lots of butterflies in the picture. Sentence number 3, there are a lot of stars, or there are lots of stars in the sky. And I also want to tell you one thing. Usually many much we use in negative or question sentences. You can still use them in positive sentences. This is still correct. However, mostly Americans and English people, they use much many in negative sentences. In positive sentences, they use lots of or a lot of. So they usually don't say I have many friends, but they usually will say I have a lot of friends or I have lots of friends. Bitta narsani sizga aytib ketmoqchi ekanman. Many va much so'zlari ko'pincha imkor va so'roq gaplarda ishlatiladi. Positive gaplarda biz lots of yoki a lot of so'zini ishlatamiz. Masalan, siz aytmaysiz, menda ko'p pul bor, I have much money. This will be correct. Bu to'g'ri gap. Lekin ko'pincha ingliz tilida gapiradigan odamlar lots of yoki a lot of so'zlarni ishlatishadi. Masalan, I have a lot of money. Okay? Well done. So, next, sentence number 4. There is a lot of milk. Sentence number 5. There is a lot of sand in the desert. And the last one, there aren't many or much. And the last sentence, number 6, there are a lot of fish in the aquarium. So, I hope you understood one thing from doing these exercises, that if the word is uncountable, you must use singular form, which is. So you will say there is much salt in this meal, or there is a lot of news about the Ukraine and Russian war. But if the word is countable, then you will use plural form, which is are. There are many people at my home, or there are many restaurants, or there are a lot of restaurants in Tashkent. So good job. Now we move to the next grammar structure, which is should. So what is should? Should, this is a modal verb which is used to give advice, recommendation or suggestion. Should bu modal fe'li va buni biz ishlatamiz qachonki biz maslahat yoki tavsiya berganimizda. Va bu juda ham kenga o'xshaydi. Nimasi bilan o'xshaydi? Positive, negative va question formulada biz faqat shu shouldni ishlatishimiz shart. So what is the formula of the positive sentence? This is subject plus should plus verb. Negative, subject plus should not plus verb. Should not will be shouldn't. And the question form is should plus subject plus verb. For example, he should go to the dentist. Positive. Negative, he should not go to the dentist, or he shouldn't go to the dentist, and the question form, should he go to the dentist? Now please make your own 9 sentences, 3 positive, 3 negative, and 3 question forms, so that you will remember this structure and you will be using them in your daily life. Hozir siz videoni to'xtatib, 9 ta gap tuzing. Should bilan. Should degani men maslahat berardimki, yaxshi bo'lardi agar shu inson shunaqa qilsa. Masalan, he should go to the dentist ni tarjima qilsak, unga maslahat berardimki, tish doktoriga borishni. Yoki u tish doktoriga borishi shart emas. Again, this is not something that he must do or he must not do, but this is just simple recommendation from your own side. Alright? Please make your sentences. Very good. So again, we have our 2 beautiful children and they are having a little conversation between each other. Let's read together. Oh dear, what's the matter? What's the matter means what's the problem? What has happened? Nima bo'ldi? I'm late for school. You should get up earlier. Again, he's not saying that you must get up earlier. You have to do this. Again, buni ma'nosi albatta ertalab voqli turishingiz shart degan ma'noni bildirmaydi, lekin u nimani bildiradi? Men sizga maslahat berardim ertalab voqli turishni. I'm tired. You shouldn't go to bed late. I'm hungry. Eat something then. You're horrid. Horrid means you are very rude. Juda qo'polsiz. You should be nice to your sister. You should stop complaining. Complaining, it means stop complaining. For example, there are people. So what does the word complain mean? Complain means when you are not satisfied with something, when you are not happy with something, and you go and tell that this is wrong, I want something different. For example, you can complain about your life. This life is so bad. I'm so much tired of this life, like this girl is complaining. Or whenever you buy, for example, let's imagine you bought a phone from the market, let's say iPhone, and after 2 or 3 days it stopped working. What do you do next? You take this phone and you go to the manager of this market and you tell, this phone is not working. Please give me another phone. So you complain that it is a bad phone. Or you complain to your mother about your school or whatever. So complain means shikoyat qilmoq. Stop complaining. You should stop complaining, he tells to his sister. You and my tooth hurts. So he gets very much angry. So you see, in this dialogue, what they have done, both of them are giving each other advice. So this is some recommendation or suggestion. It doesn't mean that they must do this, but this is just a simple advice. Please, can you also create similar story like this one, so that you will practice your speaking skills as well. This is the end of our 21st lecture. Today we have learned the grammar structure should, this is very much similar to can, because both of them are modal verbs, and we also have learned the structures. There is a ra plus much, many, lots of, a lot of, and also we have covered a few and a little structures as well. I hope everything is very much clear to you, and do not forget to do your homework. See you later. Goodbye.